Hey guys, are you starting your game journey and you want to use Kivent as your 2D game engine? You are in the right place. In this video, I'm going to show you how to install Kivent. I'm not going to teach you how to build games with Kivent, just show you how to install it. If you notice, sorry, Europa is not the Kivent game engine. So this is not from Kivent. All right. If you notice, the last time Kivent was actually updated was 6 years ago. So which means it's pretty old, and if you try to just install it just like that, it won't work and it won't actually install. So this video is about teaching you how to navigate the cronies, the kunkunkunkus, and be able to install this game engine. It is awesome. I've been able to do some kind of like 2D game. It's not complete, it's not feature rich anyway. It's just moving character up and down. So it's awesome. Without further ado, let's get right into it. I hope you like my transition. All right. So if you go through the dock of Kivent, you'll see that it has so many dependencies. First of all, you have to install your Kivy. Then to install Kivent core, you have to, okay, the only dependency it has is Kivy for Kivent Simon. Simonk you are going to install Kivy, Simon, Kivent core. Kivent core being this first guy. So does other um, modules in it. So I'm going to teach you how to install the modules inside here on your Windows. The process on Linux is actually a little bit straightforward and much simpler. On Windows, you have to sweat a lot. You have to sweat through your armpit to be able to do this. But I figured it out, and I'm going to make it easier for you guys. So, first thing I want you to do for me is don't blindly follow the instructions on this page. If you do that, your game is not going to work. You're going to encounter a whole lot of crash. Not crash. You're going to encounter a whole lot of error trying to install it this way. Though we're still going to use some of the commands here. So, but first thing first, I want you to do is to download Mingwe, Mingw or W. I don't know how to pronounce that very well. Anyways, so you're going to head over to WinLibs, or you can open a new tab and type download Mingwe. So it will show you Mingwe for different platforms and all of that. Not this first one. You can download the first one if you like. I guess it will work. I don't know the GCC version it has though. The one we're looking for is this guy here. This second one, Mingwe W64. Someone should help me pronounce that very well. So you can head over to the downloads, pre-built to chain. Once you head over here, you look for, we're on Windows. So on Linux, you don't need to do install Mingwe. So you only do this for Windows only. You head down to WinLib. So it will take you to this same page that I was on pretty much. Yeah, here. It will take you here. Don't even dare try to download GCC 15 point, that is download the Mingwe 15.1.0. You are going to go nuts. Your head is going to go crazy if you do that. I encountered a whole lot of error that I didn't even know that it was because of the GCC version. Because when I compiled on Linux, it worked fine. I come to Windows, it's not working fine. That was because on Linux, I compiled with GCC version 11. Version 12 down works. Any version of 12, then down to 10, 11, 9, and so on and so forth, it will work. But I didn't test version 13, but I know version 14 won't work and version 15 won't work. So don't download version 15. Go down here. You can download version 12.4.0. I don't know about 13. You can try it if you want and see if it works. So you need GCC, any of these GCC from 12 down. You can choose any of your choice, anyone that you like. Please download the UCVRT Universal. I didn't test with MSV CRT, so I don't know how it would work. But UCVRT works perfect. So once you download this guy, download the zip archive. You can download the 7-zip if you want, any of your choice. So I have already downloaded mine. Is there any other thing you need to do on the browser? I think not at the moment. So once you are done downloading, you would go to your download folder and extract your Mingwe. Like I have already extracted my Mingwe, and nothing is inside this folder because I have already cut and pasted to my C drive here. So this is it. Once you cut and paste to your C drive, I'm going to expand that. Go to your bin folder. Bin. Once in your bin folder, click at the very top here. Control C this for me. If you don't control C it, I'm going to control X you. I'm telling you. I hope that rhymes. Kind of. So go to edit environment, edit system environment. If you're on Windows 10, I think it should look something similar to that. I don't know. On Windows 7, I don't know. Look for it. I don't actually work with Windows anyway. Windows is just there for fun. I use Windows for playing games and all of that. I play Asphalt 8. Yeah. So go to environmental variables, go to path. You can do this on your user variables or system variables. I did mine on system variables, but you can still do it on user variables. So when you go to path, you paste it here, right? But for me, I'm going to cancel because mine is already here so that it will be available system wide. So paste it here. Once you are done pasting it there, make sure you click on OK, apply, blah, blah, blah. Open up your terminal. First thing I want you to do is to open up your terminal. Please repeat after me. I would open up my terminal and be wise and type GCC, not triple GCC. Click that enter button and then, yeah, you should get that error, but you should have gcc.exe fatal error. If what you get, in case, let me just type G, if you get something like this, it means something is not right and you're not doing it very well. You should go rewatch my video again, subscribe to my YouTube channel, like this video, like it again, share it to your friends, and buy me a cup of coffee also if you want. I would love that because it's kind of like cold here. It's rainy season. Coffee would make me a little bit warm, except you want me to die of cold, I guess. All right. So once you do that GCC stuff, make sure you get this. I think there's LD stuff, and so on and so forth. Yeah. Please Ctrl C on that. I don't know whether you're going to work after the pressing Ctrl C. So once you are done with this, something else I want you to do is to head to your browser. Head to your crazy browser. Say after me. Repeat after me. Head to my crazy browser. Head to my crazy browser and download SciMonk. So, if you download where, okay, not really this chipmunk. Is the back button going to function? Okay, so I want to go to, let me go to Kivy SciMonk from mine end here. So if you use Kivy SciMonk, you are going to have a lot of issues and headaches, which the latest Cython version does not support. It doesn't support that. So you need my own version of Cython. I did some changes. I don't know if they work or not. I'm not good with Cython anyways, but it works. Everything works perfectly. So let me see. I'm going to open up this code here and stop this guy from loading over there. So if you download this guy, you are looking for my trouble. It won't mostly work out for you. It won't mostly work perfectly for you. I did some changes which would work out for you perfectly, with mine. Why is this thing just misbehaving? So just download, go to Kengun/Simon. I'll paste the link on the video description. Download it. How do you download? In case you don't know how to download, click on this, right click on, or just click on download zip. It's going to download it. So once you're done downloading, I want you to extract it. I've already extracted mine. Where's that? Let me go to downloads. I've already extracted mine to Simon here. Yeah, Simon Master, and then voila, this is my Simon, right? You need to get that because it is needed. Why is it needed? Here it states that for us to be able to compile Kivent Simon, we need to have Simon. So open up your VS Code or your PyCharm. F VS Code, by the way. I love PyCharm. God, you're such a baby. Okay, so two things I did here. I copied over Simon and Kivent to the simple project folder as mine. You don't need to do that, but make sure it's on the virtual environment. You are installing it on the virtual environment you want to use for your Python. That's your Venv environment, exactly. So we'll start with Simon first because that is the easiest thing to do. I would right click on Simon. Yeah. Open in terminal. So I want to, let me make sure that Simon is not installed. Pip uninstall Simon. So I would uninstall that and check. Okay, there's no build file. Yeah, remove that for me, please. Okay, now I will try to install it with this command. Just this command. Yeah. So once I hit that enter button, it's going to start compiling Simon for us. Remember, use my version of Simon. If you don't use my version of Simon, you're going to have a problem. So notice that I did Python setup.py build ext compile mingue32. Let me control C here because first of all you need to install pip install Cython. Yep, you need, if you don't install Cython, I swear to God, this thing will work. I think I have Cython already. And what again do you have to install? Let's go to Simon. Where's my Simon? Why is this thing? I don't know why it is slowing down there. So you see, if you follow the instructions here, it will work for Simon on Windows. This mingue32 is what will detect your GCC. This guy here, it will detect your GCC, your C library that you just installed, the mingue. So you need that. So this is the command you actually need to run to install it in your site package. Okay, so as you can see, we have our Cython. Now we can do Python setup.py build ext compiler equals mingue32 install. Boom, boom. On Python 3.12. Python 3.12. Repeat after me. Hold your ears and say Python 3.12. Python 3.12. Say it again. Python 3. Thank you. So this is how you should install it. 3.12, that it will work on 3.13, it will work on 3.12, 3.11, 3.10, 3. Whatever down. I don't know. I didn't test on 3.10 anyway. I only tested on 3.12 and 3.11. It would work. But for 3.13, it won't. Then you need the GCC version again. I need to buttress on this so that you won't, after watching this video, you won't come and start complaining on my YouTube that I tried all this thing, it didn't work, blah, blah, blah. Thunder and Ogu will help me fire you. So make Ogu no go kill you. What I say make you download be say wetin? Download GCC 12.4.0. If you know download 12.4.0, you go learn to speak broken English by force. Shey you like my pidgin? Anyways, let's move on. Yeah. I love gaming. Since I started coding with Kivent. My God, my experience. I don't want to talk too much. Anyways, so yeah, it is done installing. How do we know it is done installing? It didn't throw any kind of like all these things you are seeing here is just warning. Once you get this, it is actually done. You tell it, please avoid running, blah 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 blah. You can use you can just ignore this for now and move on with your life. So to be frank, in all fairness, it has installed. How would you know it has installed? You go over to your venv. Let me close that a bit. Go here, venv, lib. As you can see, SciMonk is here, and SciMonk is actually compiled because we have our pxd. Yeah, so it is, and you can test that by doing Python. Let me open up Python interpreter from here, and maybe try to import SciMonk. Yeah, it's already doing autocomplete for us. Okay, chipmunk warning is deprecated and no longer required. It will be removed in future. Blah 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 blah. So this is coming from chipmunk. C version. It's none of our business, but it works anyway. It works. That's all we need. The next thing we have to do is to start compiling for Kivent. So let's go back to our GitHub. So for Kivent, we'll start with Kivent core. I think I have already installed Kivy. So you do your pip install Kivy, no matter the version of Kivy. I think this will work. The next thing you would do for me is to go open up your module on core, right click, open in terminal. Or you can cd to the terminal space. I don't have time for that. And then a button. I love this. Just press the up button and then press the enter key. Oh my god, I need to start compiling. This is crazy, isn't it? It's done compiling, it's done installing. Actually, I think I have a build tool. I forgot to remove it. But anyways, it works. And since we are done installing Kivent core, let's kind of like test it. Let's go to the example folder and run example number 2. Example number 2 only uses Kivent core and see if that will work. I think it would work because I know it would work. I used it before. It is working 61 fps 80 degrees celsius on our roll. Bro, you're too brave. You're too childish. God. All right. So sometimes you get all these errors down here. Ignore it. It's only when you want to close your game. Just ignore it. It's nothing. It's nothing. So next thing you want to install is, let's follow the list line by line. Kivent SciMonk. So we'll go for Kivent SciMonk. We go to this side. This SciMonk is different from this SciMonk. This SciMonk is for Kivent. So as you can see, it has the Kivent module inside it here. Kivent SciMonk module. So I will open in another terminal, and I love this thing. So sweet. Press this, and it is still synchronizing. If you see any red, it means you have a problem. Like if you see any red, it means you have a big problem. So here I don't think we'll have any red. No red. It means it's installed fine. These things are just warning and all of that. It has actually installed. So if you just get this, it has installed. So don't mind Python and PyPy and Py and pip and all of that. It will work. So yeah, that's it for Kivent, because look at the requirement here. It needs Kivy SciMonk, which we have already installed, and then Kivent core, which we have already installed. Then for Kivy particle, it only needs Kivent core. We'll go over to. So let's test an example, a physics example. Let's see, adding physics to your game. Let me see if this thing has SciMonk. Yeah, SciMonk physics. Okay, let's kind of like test this. Draw something. Woo! And then I cannot control this. Yeah. So it can create thousands of widgets, like 900 entities, 1000. Woohoo! And the FPS is running at 45. That okay, decrease. It's going back up. 70, 80. Oh my gosh! Woohoo! Okay, stop that. All right. So it works. Simon works. So next thing on the list is this crazy bad boy here. I think it is maps. I guess I don't know. Yeah, it is map. No, it is particle, not maps. Particles, which only depends on. Yeah, I'll open this in a new terminal. Yeah, 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 yeah. Once I am done opening it, you know the drill. Just it's kind of like installing. It's just the same command all over and all over. You can use a script to kind of like do this, you know. But make sure you have the GCC right and you have your SciMonk installed. So I don't know how to test for particles. I don't know what example is suited for particles, but I don't know. The next one, which is going to give us a small error when we try to test it out, is maps. So maps is like kind of like I don't know. I don't know how to explain, but you know this game, all this 2D game that you can walk around and then the camera will follow you to anywhere. Like the game extends beyond the screen that you are seeing. Yeah, if you've played something like Game Boy, I played Game Boy when I was small, and I played Sega, I played God. I played hand game, I played Game Boy Colored Advanced, Game Boy Colored Advanced SP. I played PS2, I played PS1. I played a lot of games, bro. I think I quit playing it, but right now I'm trying to make games. Okay, 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 okay. Enough of that. Install your Python maps, and these maps actually require something. So Python TMX is not actually don't do pip install Python TMX. It's actually pip install TMX. There is Python TMX, but it's not what we want. What we want is the TMX. So the TMX is used for tiling the scene. I don't know. This is not for explanation and all of that. So once we are done installing this, I will install the tile, the TMX, not the tile. Blah blah blah. Whatever. So remember, red means danger. If you are not seeing any red, once you did not see any red, make sure you scroll up. And once you did not encounter any red, it means you are good to go. I don't know why that is freezing. So no red, no red. And once you see this, no error. If there is any error, it will actually show you an error. It will show you an error message at the end, but there's no error. So next thing we're going to do is to pip install TMX. But this TMX is actually outdated and no longer maintained. So, but for the sake of testing it out, I would just install it because um, Kivent is greatly tied to TMX. There is a new one. I think it is Spy TMX. It's kind of like supports spy game, I guess. And I'm trying to port it to support Kivy also. I'm trying to test it out and use it and all of that and make it support Kivy. Is for tiling the map. So let's go and check out an example for map. We'll check out this TMX loader. This would crash. Mm-hmm. Don't say I didn't warn you. Don't say I didn't warn you. Don't say I didn't warn you. Look at the motherfucker. I told you. I told you he's gonna crash. It crashed. It crashed a lot. Okay, 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 okay. Get relaxed. So there is something I left out for you to figure it out. But if I leave it for you to figure it out, you would actually not figure it out. What you would do for me is that there is a voice that downloads. So I made a change. Let me open this up. Open with Notepad. So this guy here is the C widget.pyx. You don't even need to. So it's kind of like making use of Kivy widget, but it's outdated and it's looking for something that is not there. I think it is in version Kivy version 1.11. So we need to copy this. I did the changes myself. Yeah. So once you copy this, you go to your open up your maps, Kivent maps here. No, not Kivent maps. Sorry, you're not doing this on the Kivent maps. You're doing it on the Kivent core. So we need to recompile our Kivent core again, and then recompile every other thing that we recompiled. Okay, no, we don't need to recompile them. We don't need actually to recompile them. Only recompile Kivent core. So we'll go to UIX, go to cwidget.pyx, Control A, Control V. Okay, so the blue line says that something was added. Yeah. So once we are done with that, I can head over to, is this for core? Yeah, this is for core. And run this bad boy again and try to compile it properly. But notice we don't need to recompile our Kivent map. Our Kivent map is awesome and good to go. Close this out. So I will paste this. I'll Don't worry. I'll paste this file somewhere on GitHub. I'll kind of like I'll upload the link. I'll upload the link. I'll put it out as an what is it called again? Can someone remind me? Uh, I can't remember. Whatever. Okay, so we're done. We can run this again, and our map should be working perfectly. Our 2D game. Dun, 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 dun. Kankara, 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 do, 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 do. So, as you can see, the animation. These lines do not appear on Linux. I don't know why they are appearing on Windows. Anyway, that is when you move them around. So I'm going to close that out. I think there are tons of other examples. If you go to TMS loader, let me see. I just hate Windows sometimes. So we have isometrics. Isometric. And we can test that out. I think it's because your browser is open. And oh god, I hate Windows. So we have this stuff. Again, it has that line when you drag it. Oh god, I hate Windows. So this is another map. Is this the map tiling stuff where you tie your game and then your character will be able to work around you. Excuse me. So that is basically it, but that's not the end. That's not the end. We have one other stuff to install, which we haven't. Have we installed particles? I think we have installed particles anyway. This should be for maps. This should be for particles. So the only thing remaining is projectiles. For Android, I'm currently working on a recipe to port it on Android. There was a previous recipe, but um, it was on the old 2 chain, so I'm working on the new 2 chain to port it on Android. If I make it available on Android, I will let you guys know also on Discord. So I will open in. It's definitely the same step. Open in terminal and do that. Also, please do not download Mengway from Winget, and do not download it from Scoop. Do not download it from Chocolatey. Download it from where I showed you to download it from, because I don't know the version that Mingwe. I mean, I don't know the version that Chocolatey, Scoop, and Winget has. I don't know if they have the 12.xxs down. Yeah, if it is 13 points, I don't know about 13, but if it is 14 and above, it's going to be crazy, like crazy. Please download it from where I showed you guys. I'm going to be posting out the link and all of that. Let me figure out if I think I was GitHub. Where's I can't remember what they call this thing again. I think our projector is done installing. Yeah. Great gist. Yes, it is great gist. Oh my god. Okay, so what I'll do, I think I'll try to create that gist now. I would open this PyCharm. Open with choose another app with PyCharm. Choose another app with PyCharm. Choose another. Stop singing that. You sound like a moron. I'm not a moron. Fuck off. Okay, okay. I will copy the URL to keep it on my clipboard. Okay. Click on OK and request response unauthorized. What the fuck? I don't know. But anyway, if you watch up to here, you can stop watching. Let me remove that secret and oh, all right. I think I've not connected my blah 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 to GitHub and all of that. Anyways, so guys, this is how you install Kivent. And how many minutes was this video? 29 minutes. And see you guys on another video. Peace out.